What's that?
Who's there?
Huh? Where are you?
What's that?
Where are you? Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes.
Our Lord
playing tricks
Dagon!
on me.
Be glad you will not live to see the day Lord Dagon walks the earth! Die!
You cannot escape the Master's vigilance. The time of cleansing is almost here! Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
I do not fear death. I do not fear death. What's that?
You cannot escape the Master's vigilance. Escape the Master's vigilance. Huh? You cannot escape the Master's vigilance!
For Lord Dagon! I do not fear death.
Hello? Who's there? You cannot escape the Master's vigilance! You cannot escape the Master's vigilance!
The dawn is breaking.
For Lord Dagon!
You cannot escape the Master's
For Lord
vigilance.
Dagon! Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
fear death. Only the chosen will survive the cleansing. The time of cleansing is almost here!
For Lord Dagon!
Ah, you're back. I told Joffrey not to worry. I can see you've had bad news. You didn't recover the amulet, did you? By the Nine! Such a thing is dangerous even to handle. Forgive me. You were right to bring it, but you'd better give it to me. I know some ways to protect myself from its evil power. I don't know. Maybe. I suspect that the secret of how to open a portal to Cameron's paradise lies within these pages. But I will need time. Tampering with dark secrets, even just reading them, can be very dangerous. I'll have to proceed carefully. In the meantime, you should speak to Joffrey. He was concerned about reports of spies in Bruma. I put aside the dark arts when I became a priest, but the workings of fate may be seen in this too. The gods can turn anything to good. Or so I piously told those who came to see me for advice. Perhaps I may yet come to believe it myself. This evil book was written by Mehrunes Dagon himself, and given by him to Manca Cameron. I believe Manca Cameron used it to create his paradise. It should give us the means to open a gate there ourselves. I will continue studying it. It is now clear to me that the only way to stop the Oblivion invasion is to relight the Dragonfires. Emperor, Amulet, and Dragonfire. With these divine gifts, the Daedra of Oblivion have been kept at bay for thousands of years. While the Dragonfires burned, the divine barriers kept the Daedra from making more than fleeting visits to our world. But the Dragonfires can only be relit by an heir of the Septim blood, wielding the Amulet of Kings. This was the essence of Manca Cameron's plot. He was undone only by the merest chance. But his complete victory remains perilously close. We must recover the Amulet of Kings and relight the Dragonfires before it is too late to stem Dagon's invasion. I hope to have at least part of the Mysterium Xarxes translated in a few days. Speak to Joffrey about those spies in the meantime.
I hope Martin knows what he's doing with that evil book. I fear for what it could do to him if he's not careful. I'm glad to have Boris here. He guards Martin night and day. His way of atoning for the death of Emperor Uriel, I suppose. Ah, yes, I hope you can help. The gate guards have reported seeing strangers on the road for the past several nights. I cannot leave Cloud Ruler undefended while my men search the whole mountainside, but these spies must be eliminated. Thank you. Talk to Stefan. He can tell you where he has seen them. Captain Bird in Bruma may also be able to help. I've asked the Countess to have the guard keep an eye out for strangers. Track down the spies and kill them. Find out what they know and what they're planning, if possible. I'm counting on you to eliminate those spies. We can't afford to let the Mythic Dawn operate out of Bruma with impunity.
Hail.
Greetings, Imperial Brother.
Greetings, Imperial Brother.
Hello. How do you do?
Anytime now. Hi there. Yes? I make sure my guards treat the local Nords and their ways with respect. Did you hear about Braden Lyrian? A vampire hunter named Rainiel Dralis made his way into town, snuck into his house, and killed him. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Rainiel slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an likable fellow. Except for Gerald coming back from a trip down south, things are pretty quiet. Not much travel right now with the Oblivion crisis. I've told my men to keep a sharp eye out, but I've had no reports of any strangers in town. What about you? Turned up anything suspicious? All right, anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Hello. Well met.
Good day. I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience. Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
The Countess is in attendance from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon, and then again from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 each day. If you wish to seek audience with her, please return at that time. You're also welcome to wait anywhere in the Great Hall. Good day.
For Lord Dagon!
I do not fear death. What?
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
What have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xerxes. I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak to Martin about his progress with the Xerxes.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. The Xerxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual, but so far I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a Daedra Lord. In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric Lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. The only way to obtain a Daedric artifact is through the cults devoted to each of the Daedric Lords. The book, Modern Heretics, is the best introduction to Daedric cults. The library here has a copy if you need it. Remember, the Mysterium Xerxes ritual will consume the physical form of the artifact in order to release its Daedric power. I've learned that the Mysterium Xerxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's paradise. Manca Cameron bound himself to the Xerxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book. But I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual. I think I'm close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return with the Daedric artifact.
What do you need, friend?